Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a free resources information. I'm going to share about free resources, and I want to share our choices for the 2019-2020 school year for all of the subjects. And I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit of things that we have chosen for the beginning of the school year. All right guys, we're going to jump right into it, and I'm going to share with you the free resources. The first thing I want to talk about is the Metro Parks. Here where I live, they offer a homeschool science class, and it is once a month, and it goes for the whole school year. So it's actually going to start up in September, and you have to register for it. And they also offer 2 sessions on that day. So you can either go for the morning session or you can go for the afternoon session. Last year was our first year doing it, and my son really enjoyed it. The class was an hour and a half. It was kids some kids he already knew because he knew from our old co-op. So it was faces that he knew, but then it was new kids that he met, and he kept being able to see these kids every month. Also, it gave him his science. It gave him life science, and it took the burden off of me to not have to worry about science one day out of the month. But more about the program. So like I said, it is a homeschooling science program. So they learn about animals and habitats and things like that. They do activities. They also try to get them outside if the weather is decent, so that they can be outside and try to do nature games or try to find certain animals that they're talking about. What I also like about these 2 programs that I'm going to speak to you about at our Metro Parks, what I like about them is they're once a month. So it's not taxing. It's not something to where you feel like you have to go to it all the time, or it's twice a month. Because sometimes sometimes that can wear on you, feeling like, oh, we gotta do this twice a month. It just, sometimes that just wears people out. But for this to be once a month, we like it. And we're going to do it again this year for the whole school year. Okay, the next thing that our Metro Park offers is a nature drawing for kids. And again, like I said before, it is one day out of the month. Normally, the one that we go to is on a Sunday. And they also offer 2 sessions. So they have a morning one and they have an afternoon one. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the art that my son did. As he continued going and doing it, he got better. What I like about the class that he's taking is that it's just taking shapes that he already knows, and it's putting them together to create an animal, or in this case, the first thing he drew was acorns in the snow. But he got to see how his shapes turned into something, and we thought that was just so neat. And he really increased his drawing and art skills. Before I show you his art, one more thing I wanted to say. Back to his science class, they have 2 groups. So he's in the 7 to 10-year-old group. And then the next group up would be 11. I think it's 11 to 14. So I like that they have them split like that. So like I said, he's in the 7 to 10-year-old group. But I did want to share that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you his art. So this was the first thing he did, the first thing he drew when we went to his first nature drawing for kids, and it was acorns in the snow. So he learned about shadowing. He learned about making something look like it's in snow. And this was his first one. The next thing he drew was a cardinal on a snowman. And as you can see, he got better at his drawing, and he was just so proud of himself. And the last thing he drew, this was at the end of the year. So the pictures I'm showing you, the first 2 I showed you were at the beginning of the year, and then this last one that we chose to keep was at the end of the year for the drawing session. I think it was over in May. So it starts in September and it goes until May. And that's the same with the science homeschool class. It starts in September and it ends in May. But this was a purple martin house. And he was just so excited and proud of himself with how this came out. And I was really proud of him too. But these are just 3 things that he drew in his nature drawing for kids. The next thing I want to talk about is our local library. Our local libraries offer a Crazy 8 math club. This will be my son's, I think, 4th year doing it. So he's done it for 4 years, and that is normally in the fall. So if your library offers a math club, check it out. And I would say, give it a shot. But ours is in the fall, and it's for 8 weeks. So that's one, it normally falls on a Wednesday. So it's every Wednesday for 8 weeks. And I believe it starts in October, like mid to late October, that Crazy 8 Math Club starts. But I like it because it reinforces math skills that he's learned here at the house, and it also introduces new math skills and strategies. So that's something to look into as well. Another thing that's free that our library offers is coding club. And my son has been doing coding club since February of this year, of 2019. And they're going to be wrapping coding club up in December. So almost a whole year of doing coding club. And he has really enjoyed that. His skills has really increased. His understanding of coding has really increased. And I'm just so happy and proud of him. So I will insert a picture of him at coding club. Another thing that our library offered was called the Garage Band app. It's an app that functions on Apple products. He did a class in that. He really enjoyed it. He likes making music, but he really enjoyed it. And so when we came home, I had to find an Android music maker so that he could continue to do that here at the house. And he has just been loving it. So I would, definitely say look into your local library, see what they offer. And it's really nice when you can find classes where they offer it for some weeks so that the kids can really grasp and understand and put to use what they're learning. And again, it takes some of the stress off of you because that's something that you may not be comfortable with doing, or you may not understand, and the teachers can come alongside and help you. And then next thing you know, your kid is hooked on something like drawing or coding, and then you can come alongside your child and learn with them, and then implement it in your home. So I did want to share those 2 things. So that was the Metro Parks, and that was also from the libraries. The next thing I want to share that is free is Teachers Pay Teachers. I've heard about Teachers Pay Teachers ever since I've been on YouTube. A lot of other moms used to say they got things off of Teachers Pay Teachers. Now, with some of the items on Teachers Pay Teachers, I'm just going to say TPT because I'm going to get tongue twisted the more I say Teachers Pay Teachers. But on TPT, a lot of the materials you do have to pay for, but there are some that are free. So I wanted to share the free ones I came across. And the first one is this My Lego Workbook. And it was created by Carrie Hutchins. I hope I said that right. And this is her web page right here. One Mama's Daily Drama. And what I did is I downloaded it. This is the answer code. I got the answer code. But this is Lego Word Scramble, a word search. Oh, I got another one mixed up in there. And a maze. I had something else. I accidentally, this is a Bible code that I'm gonna have my son do, and I accidentally put it with his Lego thing. But these are the answer, this is the answer key to the Lego workbook that I printed out for him. And like I said, it was on TPT. And then the next thing I got off of TPT was this Lego challenge cards. And this is from artsyfartsymama.com. My son really enjoys playing with Legos, and I really wanted to see how we can incorporate Legos into our school this year. So I thought this would be great. This is something he can do on his downtime or when we just want to kind of take a break. I'm going to laminate this and cut it out and say, hey, you want to do a Lego challenge? He can pick a card and then go downstairs to the basement and work on his challenge. So that's that. And like I said, that was from Teachers Pay Teachers. Another thing I got from teachers from TPT is Math About Me. And this is what we're going to do on the first day of school. And I'm trying to remember who this is by. This is from Miss Sarah. I'm not even going to try to do that last name because I don't want to mess it up. But this is her printout. Then also for math, I got this fraction secret code puzzles. Again, my son, he is into coding, whether it be on the computer or whether it be something like that. Like this, he really is enjoying coding. So I'm glad that I am finding things that he likes and we can translate it into different elements of his learning. And this is by Melissa Freeman, The Teaching Rabbit. And there's, I think, 3 pages with this. So that's that. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, I use a folder for 2 subjects. I don't have a folder for each subject anymore. I didn't like it. So this folder right here has math and it has language arts. And this is another printout that I got from TPT. And this is all about me. And we're going to also do this on the, I think the second day of school. And it, unfortunately, it does not have the person's name. But like I said, this is from TPT. Oh, here's the math. Here's the Lego workbook for my son. So I'm gonna show you what it will look like for him. Sorry. So he has a color yourself as a mini figurine. Then we have the Lego maze, the Lego word scramble, and the Lego word search. Okay, that is it for the free resources. If you guys have any questions concerning those resources, please just leave a comment down below. The next thing I'm going to show you are our choices for math for this year. So I showed these in another video, but I'm going to show you some of the pages that we're going to use. So this is math fun grades 2 through 4. This is addition, and then this is math fun grades 2 through 4 subtraction. And again, my son is really into coding, so this book has a lot of these in it, where you have to answer the problem and then come down here, find the matching answer to your problem, and then put the letter where it belongs and figure out the code. And there's a couple of those in here. I'm not going to show all of them, but I will show you a few. And what I plan on doing with these is just making copies of these, so that when we're done with this book, it can be passed on to somebody else. So that's that. Same with the subtraction. It offers the same thing, where you have to, some of the pages where you have to answer the code. Not answer the code. Get the right problem to answer the code. I don't know why I had that one marked. So I didn't mean to have that one marked, but anyway. Here's another one. I don't know why I had that. I accidentally marked out which one. We don't do witches, so. But anyway, moving on. This one right here is time skills. And my son, just like a lot of other kids, he does not, if he doesn't have to write, he won't. So things like this come in handy because he can cut it out and glue it to where it belongs. And there's a couple of these that's like that, or just circle the answer. Circle the correct answer, I should say. Here's another one where he has to cut it out and paste it where it belongs. So these 3 right here are going to be to refresh and keep up these basic skills for his time, addition, and subtraction. These will probably be independent work type of pages. And then right here, these are going to be part of his new math skills he's going to learn this year. Multiplication and division. I'm not going to go through all of these, but as you can see, they have another code page. You have to answer the problem, get it correct, and then have the letter correspond with the right answer and mark it on there to figure out the code. I'm not going to do that with division because I'm not going to go through the division because it's probably, you know, just the same stuff, but just division. So happy about those. Before I move on, speaking about math, there's a math channel on YouTube that we like called Math Antics. I will link that channel down below. We used Math Antics last year. It helped with fractions. What else did we use it for? This year, because we're going to be doing more about rounding. So he had a video about rounding, and I had my son watch it. He got it very quickly. I was very proud of him as far as just understanding the concepts of rounding. So I was very happy about that. I'm always proud, side note, I'm always proud, especially in the areas where I struggled in my academics. I'm always proud when my son picks up on certain concepts in math or in his language arts or in history, science quicker than I did. Like, it just makes me proud. I'm like, okay, you know, this is good. So, but Math Antics, I'm going to link it down below. I like his videos. They're straightforward, with a little bit of silliness, but to the point. So, Math Antics. Next, I'm going to show you some language arts. I showed most of this stuff in another video, so I'm not going to go deep into it. What I mean is I showed the books. But so yeah, anyway, I'm getting tired. But this is pick a pronoun. This book is all about parts of speech. So pick a pronoun. Melvin's amazing noun multiplying machine. So we can make hands-on activities with that. This one is how to write a paragraph, and it's going to talk about it shares what is a paragraph. So you have the beginning, the middle, and the end. And then this book was from last year, but there's some great things that we can still build on going into the 3rd grade. So like this one was understanding details. Another one is thinking about a character's response. Rhythmic words. Reading dialogue, things like that. And then this book is most likely going to be a read aloud. I am reading through it right now to just check to see if it's going to be appropriate for my son. But so far when I'm reading, I like, my son likes things like this. He likes learning about natural disasters and stuff like that. He likes learning about survival. So this book is about a foster boy named Jalen, and he's with his foster family, and they're going out on a trip in winter. They were going to a cabin, and they end up getting in a car accident. That's all I can tell you for right now, because I've only read 2 chapters. But this boy is really into books. He's into adventure books. Jalen. No, it's Jaden. I believe his name is Jaden. He's into adventure books, and he's interested in learning about different places in the world and things like that. So I think this is going to be a good read. Here are some other books in the series, but this is going to be a read aloud, and it's 10 chapters. So yes, I'm excited about that. So that's that. I'm gonna move on to science. Moving on to science and health. So we're going to use this book again for health. We used it last year. Not much to say about this book. It's a good book, easy to use. So that's that. I had another, oh, here it is. This is another health book that we've had for a couple of years, and we're going to be using it again. Again, straightforward, to the point, easy to use. So yep, science, we're going to use this book this year. This is Flash Bang Pop Fizz, Exciting Science for Curious Minds. So I already have a couple of pages printed off. We're going to do an experiment on density. And then this book, I've shown it before. It is Cut and Paste Science, straightforward. We're going to be using this again. And then we're going to be using Snap Circuit the first week or two of school, just to kind of get us back into the swing of things, but without being so paper heavy in science. All right, we are hitting the home stretch. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is our geography, social studies, history. I lump all of those together. We are still working on our lap books for the 50 states. We will be starting on Maine. So we got all the way from Alabama to Louisiana. And so Maine will be the next state that we start with. And these are the books that I use for our lap booking. I've had this book since the beginning, and we still use it because the information is straightforward, it's to the point, it's easy to make copies of these pages and then put them into our lap books. If you guys want to see a video or updated video on our lap booking, please let me know down in the link below. I do have an older one, an old video of how we lap book, but the quality of that is not good. So if you want to see a new one with more information and just specifically about that, let me know. So that is one book we use. This is going to be a new book that we're using this year. This is Maps Across America. I don't know if I've already showed this one, but so yeah, just map symbols and map symbols. Oh, let me see. Let me go to the, here we go, table of contents. So there we go. And then this book we're going to be using this year. This is another book that I got free from that teacher off of Craigslist that I mentioned in my previous video. So this was one of the books that was down in that cupboard down below. So yep, I'm just going to show you guys the table of contents. So they have this book broken up into sections. So section 1, section 2, and section 3. Let me make sure. Yep, just 3 sections. So this is going to be fun. I think this book is going to be fun to get into. Okay, we are almost done, guys. Then this is a license plate game. I got this from the thrift store. But yeah, I got this at the thrift store, and we're gonna play this game this year. So that's that. All right, final stretch. Spelling. I showed you guys some of the spelling books in my last video, so I'm not gonna grab those out. But I do want to share some of the hands-on activities. So this is Words on My Mind. I've had this for a couple of years. We used it last year, but not too much. So I think this year is going to be perfect since we are trying to increase and improve our spelling. Not just my son, but me too. But yeah, you roll it out. You put the dice in his hair. You roll it out, and the letters that are face up, you write them down, and you see how many words you can make in the allotted time that you have. This game I showed before, it is Triversity. This is one of our favorites. It's like Uno, but with spelling, making words. Then these, you'll see these in another video. I did a recent shopping video where I was looking for a purse, And then I stumbled across these flashcards that I'm showing you while I was out looking for a purse. So look for that video. I hope to have it out this week. I'm kind of behind, but such is life. But this is the homophones flashcards. Homeschooling and Oils, she showed these flashcards in her video, and she had mentioned she got them from the Dollar Tree. But anyway, I found these at the Target spot at Target. These are the flashcards. These are this is the picture pack flashcards, National Spelling Bee. And then this is the challenge pack flashcards, National Spelling Bee. So these will all be included in our spelling unit. And I got these two from the Dollar Tree. And then the last, nope, I'm almost done. The last, almost second to last cards I got. This is Cultures of the World flashcards. And I got this from Target's Dollar Spot too. So this will go along with social studies and geography. So it would fall over here in that pack. Then this I got from the Dollar Tree. It is pick up pairs. And this is something I can have my son do as just some individual play work. He could set this up and make the matches. He could do this while I'm reading aloud to him. So that's that. Before I go, I want to show you my little area right here. So this cubby used to be underneath the table, my kitchen table. And then up here was my son's easel. Well, anyway, I moved that because we weren't using it as much. So we're going to try to put it, I put it downstairs, and we're going to try to create a play area down there. But this used to be on the table. I like where it's at right now, and I also decluttered it. So his pencil case and our dry erase pens, markers are there, glue, colored pencils, some stickers, a clipboard, 2 dry erase boards, a chalkboard, stapler right there, and our pointer. Then right here, this is going to be where his folders are going to go for his schoolwork. The books and stuff that we're going to use for the those subjects are going to go right here. And then down here is just extra stuff. But I like how it looks. I really do. I like how it looks. It's functional, and I'm happy about that. And the last thing I'm going to show you guys is my cabinet. So this is my cabinet. I don't know if I showed this to you. I think it's going to be in another video, the video I need to upload. But this cabinet used to be full of stuff, and I took all of that stuff out, and the things that we weren't going to be using, I got rid of it. I'm donating it or giving it away to another homeschooling mom. But these are the books that we're going to be using for this school year. So I'm really happy because it is really scaled down for this year, and I'm happy about it. And then I just grabbed a vanilla folder and wrote the subject. So back here is math. Then right here is language arts. And then right here is science and health. And then I got to make a little tab right here because there's like coloring books and a drawing book right here. And then this is a science library activity thing that I have. And then right here are my 2 label makers. So that's that. All right, guys, I know this was a long video. I'm sorry, but I wanted to just get this out to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave it down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.